Okay, we're gonna hop into a little warm up. Today's gonna be a very leg heavy day. So we're just gonna get our temperature up a little bit. We're gonna do 4 rounds of 3 movements. The first one is gonna be a hollow rock. So for a hollow rock or a tuck rock, we're gonna start on the ground. I'm gonna get into a hollow position. So what that means is my arms are gonna be above my head, then I'm gonna curl my shoulders off the ground, and then my feet are coming off the ground, and then I'm just gonna rock. Like I wanna make my low back the bottom of a rocking chair. So if that's a little too much, we can also do a tuck rock. So still got just my low back as my point of contact, and then I'm rocking just like that. Let's do 8 of those. We'll do the first round kind of piece by piece. So each time you rock both ways, that's 1. Good. Awesome. Then we're gonna do 16 plank jacks. So for a plank jack, I'm starting in the top of a push-up, and then I'm just gonna hop my feet out and then come back in. You could also, so at speed they look like this. You could also step out. That's totally cool. We're gonna do 16 total. Let's do it. Nice. Then we're gonna do 8 alternating Cossack squats or side lunges. So how that's gonna work, I'm just gonna step off to the side wide, and I'm gonna sink down as low as I can, and then I'm gonna come to a stand, and then go on the other side. We're gonna do 8 total, so 4 on each leg. There's 3 for me. Nicely done. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more rounds. I'll be counting for myself, but if I don't match your pace, don't worry about it, that's okay. So let's start with 8 hollow rocks or tuck rocks in a tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome job. Then right into 16 plank jacks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then our 8 alternating Cossack squats, stepping off to the side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go back to the hollow rocks. 8 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I don't know why I did 9. You only have to do 8. Bonus rep. Okay, 16 plank jacks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Awesome. Cossack squats, 8 total. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, one more time through. Hollow rocks or tuck rocks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going right into 16 plank jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then our Cossack squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Nice job, everyone. I feel warm. So today, for our strength, we're going to do 5 sets. There's going to be 3 movements. 18 alternating reverse lunges, 12 Romanian deadlifts, and then 10 arch raises. So let's talk about each of these movements. For the first 2, if you want a weighted object to hold on to, you absolutely can, but you can do them body weight as well. So you can kind of mess around, try both out, see what you like. First thing is going to be alternating reverse lunges. So very straightforward. I'm going to step back, bringing that back knee to the ground, and then push through my front leg and just return to a stand. Each rep, I'm going to alternate which leg is moving back. Let's try a few. Like 4 or 6, some multiple of 2. Looks great. And then for those, if you want to hold a weight, whatever is comfortable for you, like if you have a sandbag, you could hold it under your arms. If you've got a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you could hold it in a front rack position, kind of resting on your shoulder. You could hold it here. Some people even will do lunges just holding weights down at their sides. That's all good if you're gonna hold weight. As long as it's attached to you in some way, you're good to go. So after 18 of those, and that's gonna be 18 total, not 18 per leg. Then it's gonna be 12 Romanian deadlifts. So for a Romanian deadlift, I'm gonna have a weight out in front of me, and I'm just gonna hinge at the hip. So without any weight, I've got a little bit of a bend in my knees, and then I'm sending my hips back. I get to here, I feel a big stretch in my hamstrings. That's where I'm gonna pop back up, squeeze my butt at the top. So I'm hinging and then standing up. So if I wanted to incorporate this sandbag, let's say, I would just have it out in front of me, hinging at the hip, keeping it close to me, and then standing. So our goal is not necessarily to get our weight as low to the ground as possible. It's just to get that full range of motion in our hamstrings. So if I had a kettlebell, I'd hold it here, hinge at the hip, stand, just like that. That's the Romanian deadlift. Then we've got arch raises. So for an arch raise, I'm gonna start on the ground. Arms are gonna be up and above my head, or I guess in front of my head on the ground. Legs are together, toes are pointed. I basically wanna squeeze my glutes, my low back, and I'm just gonna raise up in an arch and then come back down. So big squeeze and then back down. Bringing my thighs up off the ground, chest, top of my chest comes up off the ground. Let's try a few. Let's try like 3 or 4. So squeeze and then back down. Awesome. So each set, we're gonna do 5 sets. Each set will be 18 of our reverse lunges, just alternating each rep. Then 12 of the Romanian deadlifts, and then 10 arch raises. Then we'll rest a little bit, and then back into it. Any questions? Okay.
Could you repeat that one more time? You said 18 reverse lunges, 12 Romanian deadlifts, and 12
10 arch raises.
arch raises?
Yep.
Okay. I'll put it in the chat.
Thanks.
I spelled Romanian wrong.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna start this clock. Let's start our first set in 8 seconds with our alternating reverse lunges. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, RDLs, 12 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Arch raises. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Nice job. We'll rest at least another minute. Go when the clock says 3. That's in 15 seconds. All right, set number 2. Here we go. Let's do it. Reverse lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, Romanian deadlifts. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! Let's make our way to the ground. Arch raises coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Great job. Sad day, I was down on the ground doing those, and there's a beard hair on the floor, but it's gray. So, sad day for me. We'll rest till the clock says 6:30. All right, 10 seconds. Set number 3, coming in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right into our Romanian deadlifts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and our arch raises. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, big squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nicely done. 3 down, 2 to go. Nice work, everyone. we'll go when the clock says 9:30. Ten more seconds. I think we can do it. Go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reverse lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Whew. Romanian deadlifts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! Arch raises. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. One more set to go. Great job, everyone. I think when the clock says 12:30, we'll be ready. You know, I said that and it came so fast. I won't go back on my word though. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Last set, we got this. Here we go. Reverse lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, RDLs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Arch raises. Last set of arch raises. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Feels like fitness. Great job, everyone. Okay. So, this last piece, we're gonna do 5 rounds. 5 rounds, there's 3 movements, and there's gonna be a 14-minute time cap. So we'll put 14 minutes on the clock. If you finish at 10 minutes, you finish at 10 minutes. If you get to the 14th minute and you haven't finished, you can stop. Still a great workout. So what it's gonna be is 5 rounds of 1 minute of dot hops or a cardio element. I'll show you some different options. 20 push press, and then 10 burpees. So 5 rounds of that. 14-minute time cap. So let's talk about the 1 minute of dot hops or a cardio option. So what this is doing is replacing running if we were doing like an outdoor class and there wasn't a pandemic and we could all do some running. It would probably be like a 200-meter run each round. But we can't do that, so we're gonna replace it with 1 minute of a cardio element. So dot hops are going to be, I'm like imagining a square on the ground, and I'm just gonna go from corner, 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 corner. So I can be real bouncy. I can be a little bit less dynamic, just stepping like that. That's totally cool. If dot hops aren't your thing, we could do a number of things. You could do high knees, which also have a dynamic and less dynamic movement. So if I'm doing super bouncy high knees, getting real high, I could also just turn it into more of a high knee march. Still gonna be some pretty good fitness. We could also do jumping jacks or mountain climbers. So bringing a knee forward in a plank position. Looks like Kira's gonna do a bike. That's like a perfect substitute if you have a stationary bike right by. So really any kind of like cardio-ish movement. You could also, feel free to mix it up. Maybe like you do dot hops on your first round and you think, that was kind of boring. So maybe on your second round, you could do jumping jacks or high knees, something like that. So each round will start with 1 minute of something. So just take a peek at the clock and then go for a minute from wherever you start. Second movement is gonna be the push press. So if you've got a one-hand item, like a kettlebell or a dumbbell, I wanna start with my item in a racked position. So it's basically just like lightly resting on or above my shoulder. And then I'm gonna dip straight down, and then I'm going to aggressively drive up and send my weight overhead. So it's kind of like a press that I'm doing half of the work with my legs. Let's try a few if you haven't already. Looks great. If you've got a two-hand item, it'll still be 20. The idea is just that we've got a hand on each end of our item. Both options work. If you're doing single hand, split it up between each hand. 10 on one side, 10 on the other, or 5, 5, 5, 5, totally up to you. Last movement is the burpee. So for the burpee, I'm gonna bring my hands to the ground, and then I want to basically hit the deck, but I want to avoid doing a push-up or a push-up negative, because I want to save my upper body strength for my push presses. So I'm bringing my hands to the ground, and they're just there to kind of gently bring me to the ground. So just focusing on that first half. One way to scale that, if you want to, is to step back and then lower yourself down. Then from here, I still don't want to do a push-up. I just want to peel myself up off the ground, and then I'm going to snap my hips shut, bringing my feet back to the ground. Then I'm going to stand and do a little hop. If you're somewhere where it's not conducive to hopping, then just stand up. That's all good. So at speed, hands to the ground, I hit the deck, peel myself up, jump, bring my hands in the air, and you can step in as well. So if I'm stepping out, touching, stepping in, jump clap. Totally cool version. Let's try, if you haven't already, let's do 2 burpees. Cool. Sweet. So one other thing, every now and then, super rare, but occasionally someone will find that doing the burpee motion is stressful on their shoulders. So if we get into it and that feels like it might be you, we can replace the burpees with sprawls. And so essentially that's just gonna be like the top half of a burpee. So I'm gonna bring my hands to the ground, but instead of hitting the deck, I'm gonna pop back into a push-up plank, then return and stand. So at speed, a sprawl looks like that. So you can totally replace your burpees with sprawls as needed. So quick recap, 5 rounds. 1 minute of dot hops or a cardio movement, 20 push press, 10 burpees. If we don't finish all 5 rounds, by the 14th minute, you can just stop. That's all good. Any questions? All right, I'm excited. I've got 14 minutes on the clock. Let's start in 10 seconds with whatever we're gonna do for our 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Great job, everyone. Minute's a long time. If you ever need to take a little break, catch your breath, that's all good. "30 seconds. All right, 10 seconds. Then we push press. Doing great. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're all moving at our own speed now. 20 push press. Nice work, everyone. Dang, Kira, you're fast. I already knew. Nice job, everyone. Woo! Great work. Take a peek at the clock and hit whatever you're hitting for 1 minute. Great work. Nice job, everyone. We're getting it. Nice work. Woo! I'm breathing heavy. Nice job, everyone. All right. Whew. Nice work. Getting tough. Great work, everyone. We got this. Woo! Nice work. Wow. All right. Chipping away. All right, we got 4 minutes to finish. Doing great, everyone. Have a good one, Kira. Nice job, everyone. We're in that home stretch. Nice job. We got 90 seconds. Still a good chunk of time. There we go. One more minute. Woo. There we go, 20 seconds. Three, two, one. Boom. Whew. That was good. All right, today's mobility is open scorpion. We'll use our shoulders a lot and our back. A lot of stabilizing our low back in the RDL and then strengthening our low back in the arch raises. So we're gonna kind of open our shoulders and give ourselves a little twist at the same time. So my arms are gonna start out at their sides. I'm gonna start with my right leg. I'm gonna raise it up and then I'm gonna swoop across as far as I can. You might touch the ground, you might not. Both are okay. Once I am as far as I'm gonna go, I'm gonna open it up by raising my right arm, pulling a stretch across my shoulders, into my pec. And we're just gonna hang out here for like 30 more seconds at least. Making sure we're breathing. Nice thing about this is after a bunch of burpees, you get to lay on the floor. About 10 more seconds. Now we'll melt back to the middle and left leg will raise up, swoop across, maybe to the ground, maybe not. Then we're gonna open up, lifting that left arm. Breathe in the whole time. About 30 more seconds. And I'm gonna melt back to the middle. And then I'm gonna stand up and go have breakfast. Great job, everyone. That was